Wow. It's true that we're taking things to an even greater level. I believe that it would be safe to say that we are now mooning at this point in time and that we are receiving $3 for each additional piece that is coming in, right? By the way, did you know that we call this motion before I even happen? As for me, I'm still keeping an eye on that $3 area, which is not humorous advice after all. Where do we start? Greetings to all of you! However, in today's film, the Riddlers were confirmed to the maximum degree. I hope you guys are still enjoying a wonderful extra piece about $2.60. Today is absolutely in degree. I'm not joking around. XRP is aiming for $3.45, according to Cointelegraph Insights, which is the first thing to mention. The CEO of Ripple is experiencing bullish momentum. Alternatively, it has a bullish momentum, gentlemen. By the way, this comes out with news that was just released yesterday, okay, which we are going to be talking about, and how it links to the retailers, and how is it even possible. Okay, so here is the news that comes out with this. I have no idea, people, what the connections are that we are going to make in the film that we are going to watch today, but $3.45 is something that I am not entirely certain about. It is my opinion that we must. The price of XRP needs to rise above 3% in order for us to be really positive. It is important to keep in mind that we are not yet out of the storm, and until the chart says otherwise, you should get ready for that. Now, men are a fun part of the XRP community. This is quite intriguing from Mr. Poole on the date 125. I'm going to say that this is your expression today, right? Maybe to the bears, but this is where things start to get insane. There are a lot of laughing emojis attached to these balls. What else could I possibly say to you, gentlemen, if you still don't believe in the Riddlers after all that has happened? Not sure about that. This Riddler account, Howard Moon 589, was able to know this information almost exactly 3 years ago. So, hold on a second. On February 13th, 2022, Howard Moon tweeted about this sign, right, or emblem. All right, so once at a time, this was the case. So, it seems like Amazon is the company in question, doesn't it? Take a look at this, shall we? The Ripple Prime service, similar to Amazon Prime, was launched before banks and other financial institutions. The announcement of Ripple Prime has just been made, people. That is, Ripple Prime was just reported to the public. Now known as Ripple Prime, Hidden Road is a product of Ripple. You agree? Wow, that is insane. I am looking at the exact same picture over and over again. This is a tweet from Howard Moon. It's fine. This occurred quite a few years ago, by the way, so, what is going on in this location? It is appropriate to not discuss. A moment of silence is in order because Kichiro was aware of what was going to happen in 2018 XRP. This is how the script is being done. Yes, you will. Take a look at this. This was from 2018, and it was shared by Kichiro at the beginning of October. Then, we see the identical sign that was meant to be there by Howard Moon, which comes back to Ripple Prime and connects to Amazon. Let's zoom in on this because there are just far too many advertisements. Okay, so when we speak about Amazon, guys, Amazon is interesting because there is a relationship here that leads back to Ripple to become the Amazon of crypto by 2025, Brad Garlinghouse. Okay, so let's zoom in on this because so many advertisements are there. Oh, you are absolutely sure. In about 5 years from the year 2020, Ripple intends to position itself as the Amazon of the cryptocurrency sector, as said by Garlinghouse, who took the airways. And what exactly is it doing at this very moment? You agree? Quite literally, they are purchasing every single firm that exists in the world. It's fine. Increasingly, they are becoming the center of cryptocurrency activity or the home of cryptocurrency. Ripple became more popular during the bear markets. A number of other blockchain projects experienced layoffs. So that's how you got to know the guys, right? That was a bullish indicator right there in front of you. In the past year, we have increased our workforce by more than 150 people during a period in which I believe other companies have been less focused on finding solutions to problems that occur in the real world. In the past several weeks, there has been a significant number of layoffs inside the cryptocurrency community. Additionally, Ripple intends to collaborate with both regulators in order to achieve greater transparency, which has already been accomplished. The dream of Brad is to become an Amazon employee. Within the next 5 years, I have high hopes that we will not merely be Amazon books, but rather Amazon itself. Now, what exactly took place with Amazon, is that correct? Was that Amazon's initial business venture consisted of selling books? Then they went out to other items, and then they became the home of where people can now go buy? I was under the impression that they were all right. anything that they want to purchase, including any specific goods that they want to purchase. Not only do they have a few other services right now where you can view things like films and other things of that sort, but they also have a few other services already. So it's not just that they have them. Simply enough, he wants to become Amazon, but for the cryptocurrency sector, folks. He beat on him. It's fine. While he acknowledges that it is challenging to speculate on the state of the cryptocurrency business in the next 5 years, he believes that Ripple will continue to expand and offer clients genuine answers. Yes, you will. This is something that tendencies have been doing. Consequently, ici, this the year? Is that correct? Indeed, this is the year. Just like that, it is. The prospects that are currently open to Ripple Prime, also known as Secret Road, are reportedly rather extensive, according to Monoclon. Yes, you will. It was once upon a time that something occurred. If I had to guess, I would say that they changed the name of their business to Ripple Prime. Hidden Road, not so much. Keep in mind that the Hidden Road is not to be forgotten from Beijing 123. In the scene before this one, there was a road that was concealed or cut off from the actual location of the scene. There are 2 roads that are visible to the general public, but one of them is concealed, most likely because it is protected by non-disclosure agreements or some other source. A green path that is concealed can be found here. There is a connection between the green and Bitcoin, however. What do you think of that? Hugh, is that correct? The color purple ultimately leads to XRP, and then this color ultimately leads to USD. Believe it or not, the green path is concealing itself, which is the result of Bitcoin. Correct, and this makes perfect sense. It is true that it is related to the Hidden Road, isn't it? The only difference is that they have recently changed their name to Ripple Prime. Ripple Prime is now exploring a wide range of potential applications for XRP, and RLOSD is already being used as collateral for a number of prime broking products. As a result, the future seems quite promising. The future that lies ahead is really promising. It seems like the future is going to be really promising, doesn't it? It is for this reason why they have whatever north they have, right? It is true that I continue to think about that name to this day, and it is the most ridiculous name I have ever heard. That is to say, they are going to continue purchasing XRP indefinitely, which indicates that it is going to hit the North Star right then. By providing institutions with a one-stop shop for sophisticated services, such as clearing, prime, broking, and financing across foreign exchange digital assets, in order to get rid of swaps and fixed income, this is what it turns out to be, people. Just like Amazon, but for the cryptocurrency sector, isn't that what we call it? Every single item, it has every single thing, guys. It doesn't make any sense to do that right now, does it? It is Ripple Prime, but take a look at this nonetheless. This acquisition was a logical next step to assist the adoption of digital assets by institutions because of the synergies that had been established between the two companies. Ripple Prime will be able to provide additional services that